Hi guys, it's Summers here and welcome along to episode 4 of the Solihull Moors career mode series here on FIFA 20, utilising my National League mod. If you are new around here, don't forget to hit that like button if you do go on to enjoy the episode, and also subscribe to the channel for more FIFA 20 content. We are already in October for episode 4, and in this episode we'll go through 5 games. Hartlepool, away at Chorley, away at Barnet, at home to Yeovil, and at home to Maidenhead. Now the first thing that I want to get covered here is a new scout. I want to get somebody else into the fold, and I have checked this out ahead of time, and there's finally a two-star scout available within our budget. Oliver McDonald here is a Scottish scout worth £225,000, and obviously being as we didn't do much business in the transfer window, I'm going to go ahead and hire this Scottish scout. Okay, so as I always do with scouts that I've just signed up, I'm going to send Oliver McDonald off to his home country here in Scotland. We'll send him on a 3-month scouting mission, and we're going to go looking for physically strong players. Next up, I just need to let you know that Lance Allen has actually suffered an injury. He's pulled his quad and he should be out for around 3 weeks. Now, he hasn't played in the last couple of games because, to be honest, I've really been disappointed with the winger, and I'm trying out different things. Hopefully we can get him back into the lineup once he gets over this injury, but for the time being, I don't think we'll miss him too much. Right guys, so over the last few episodes I have been asking you to let me know where to send the scouts once they return from their scouting missions. I also put a poll up on Twitter in order that people could vote on where to send Johannes Magnussen, and it was overwhelming, the response, to send him to England. So that's where we will send him on his next scouting mission. Right guys, here we go. First game of the episode, and it's a night game here as we are at home at Damson Park and we're facing off against Hartlepool United. What a goal! He has absolutely smashed that in from what must be 35 yards. Couldn't lay a finger on the team as they passed it around ahead of the shot itself, but my goodness, what a goal that is for Hartlepool. Okay, so maybe 25 yards out, but come on, Kelly hasn't stood a chance there as he's picked out the top corner. Lovely goal. And we chase this game. Well, Sanderson to get that out. Moran could be away here. He'll use his pace down this left-hand channel. Knocks it into Rafferty. Goes again. And Moran is away. And he's been brought down. A really clumsy challenge there, and it gets himself a yellow card. Archie Hughes, captain of Hartlepool. Oh, close there from Cunningham as he drifts in at the back post and leaps above Cockrell Mullet there at the back post, but it does go wide. Although I think Kelly did have it covered. Mullet can't get the tackle in. Sanderson comes across to try and help. Well out by Martin. Ooh, Kelly with the stop there. And to be honest, we've been really poor so far in this game. Really need to pick things up. I know I've got some fatigue due to it being a midweek game, but we really do need to try and make some improvements in this second half. Moran, who's been quiet in this game, picks up the ball and goes for the byline. Chips it into the box. Oh, we can't quite get the header away. And Hartlepool come away with it. Nice interception by Cockrell Mullet, but he's given it back to Cunningham. Good effort there by Hartlepool, denied by Kelly once more. And we're giving the ball away far too easily in cheap positions. And once again, we've gifted the ball away in possession. And there we go. A second goal right in the dying phases of this game. He's going to put this one to bed as we go down 2-0 to Hartlepool at home. And the fans are going to be livid. Nice cut inside there, and he's just got ahead of Kelly to slot that one home. And that is the end of that one. And unfortunately, we've gone down here 2-0 to Hartlepool at home. The travelling fans really impressed with their side, as they should be. They really did rule the roost, and we just did not get going in that game. Okay, so after that poor result in the midweek game, we find ourselves here away to Chorley. And we really need to pick things up here at Victory Park, although obviously we do have another fair amount of fatigue, having played 3 games in close succession to one another. Well, out there by Kennedy. Can Rafferty get to it? He can, and he'll be away. We know that this lad can sprint away when needed. And he does, and he smashes it home. A fabulous finish there by the young guy, and the team are off to find him and celebrate this one. It's a lovely breakaway goal. Heads it out clear, Kennedy, who's been playing really well in that central defensive midfield role, and he gets it away nicely, but Rafferty gets away around the defender and just sprints away from the pair of them. It all opens up, and it's easy pickings for a player of Rafferty's quality, that one. Ooh, at the near post, Kelly has to save that one. Darts into the box, we commit ourselves too early, and Kelly has to push it round the post. Oh no, that is a terrible goal to concede. Couldn't get ourselves marked up against the players. The ball comes into the box and he just smashes it home. Nice turn. And it's an easy chance. The man's left his post, and that's allowed the space for Bussett to pop that one into the bottom corner. 1-1. Well done, Alan. He is mega at right back. So we go into half time here. It's 1-1. A big challenge going into the second half, because Chorley have been a really good team when it comes to their play around the box. Uncharacteristically given away there by Cook. Kennedy tries to get his foot in. Can't oblige. Cook trying to make up the ground that he's lost. Oh, they've got a man over. And he's beaten Kelly. Chorley find themselves in the lead of this game, having been 1-0 down. Tried to step up, but we had 2 players playing him on, and Kelly, coming out at the feet, cannot prevent that strike from hitting the back of the net. Driving through, looking for his man, cannot find him. Rafferty, one more to Andrews. Hits it. Terrible effort there on his left foot from Andrews. Nowhere near. Kennedy there with a rather reckless challenge towards the byline. Player was going nowhere, but he decides to slide in anyway. Takes the player out, picks himself up a yellow card for his troubles. I think that was just frustration more than anything else. He finds Rafferty. Rafferty with the searching ball up over the top, and he's found Cook. Captain Cook's on his way. Oh, drives it at the keeper. Cannot get us the goal we need to draw level with Chorley. We'll push this down the line. This is our last chance. Lovely ball to Rafferty. Can he find it? No! The keeper comes to the aid of Chorley in the dying seconds of this game. And we've lost another one in this episode. It is 2-1 to Chorley. And things are turning from bad to worse. Right guys, you join me here in the Youth Academy. I just got a few extra players that I'd like to show you that we've promoted, as the scout from the Republic of Ireland has just finished his scouting mission there. We've got Enda McNamee, 19 years of age, left-footed, left midfielder, 5'9", has an overall of 57, but weirdly has a potential between 42 and 62. So I'd be interested to see how he actually goes going forward. Then we've got Ian Gallagher, 47 overall, but has a really high potential between 67 to 93. So again, a player that we really need to keep an eye on. He's also 6 foot and does have the physically strong trait. Then we move on to Chris Walsh, 15 years of age, right midfielder, got 53 overall, 66 to 86 potential, and I suspect he might actually be a decent player going forward. Right guys, so Ian Kennedy has just returned from his first scouting mission in the Republic of Ireland, having spent 3 months out there, and found us a handful of players, some of which I think are now going to get promoted to the first team. As such, I put a poll out on Twitter in order to find out where to send the scout next. Now, the 2 highest places that were left on that list were the Republic of Ireland and Wales, and it actually turned out as a draw. So what I'm going to do, as Ian's from the Republic of Ireland and has already been out there on his first scouting mission, is I've used the live editor here to send him off to Wales, and he's going to look for some technically gifted Welshmen. So having given it some thought, I've decided to promote Eamon McGee into the first team, and the reason for that is that I don't want to overload the squad straight away with Youth Academy players, but we do need to process some of them through the ranks, and obviously if McGee does turn out to be a decent talent, we can then move on to the next one and try and process some of these players in order that we can either get them into the first team, send them off on loan missions, or even bank the money that they may be worth. Right, so having promoted McGee into the first team, it's time to have a look at the stats that he will be running with. First of all, his physicals aren't too bad at this stage. Acceleration, agility, etc. is quite high. Clearly where he needs to make some effort is on his technical side of things, but he does actually have the flair passage trait. So we will get him in as a substitute in a couple of these games just to see how he plays. And then, as I say, we may get him off into a loan scenario, or perhaps bank the money that he's actually worth. His skill moves and weak foot are actually particularly low at this moment as well, so that's something that we may need to consider as he grows. Okay, so Lance Allen has made his way back to fitness. We won't use him in this next game, but we will try to use him in the future and try to rotate him back into the squad. Right guys, here we go. So this is an away game against Barnet, and I'm going to give a debut to McGee out on the left hand side. Let's see how the youngster can fit in this first game of his career. Nice interception by Moran. Evans, tricky little player. Oh, and we shipped one early on here as that ball comes into the box. We cannot get it away, and Riley has managed to get Barnet ahead. Really should have put a head on it, but Campbell goes to try to do some spectacular clearance, and it ends up going drastically wrong. And we find ourselves 1-0 down. That Evans is well quick. Well out by Kelly. Drops to Johnson on the edge of the box, who decides to have a go, and it goes well over the bar. Cuts inside. He's looking for some support. Finds Andrews. Andrews unleashes one, but it's a tame effort, and Brown picks it up quite easily. Cook drives forward. Looking for McGee. He feeds it back to Cook, who's into the box now. Cuts back into McGee. Oh, can you believe it? On his debut, McGee gets himself a goal, and he's just written himself into Solihull Moors history books. It's a lovely bit of play from Cookie to drive it back towards McGee, who just calmly slots it home and puts us back in contention in this game. 1-1. Got plenty of men over here, with Barnet having committed. Oh, it's through to McGee. No, he can't get the second. The keeper does exceptionally well to get down to his feet and block the attempt. Dropping in is Rafferty. He feeds it off. Andrews. Once more. Into Raff. Round the corner. Moran. Oh, and he can't convert it. Once again, we're in the ascendancy and can't convert our opportunities. Cook into Raff. Tries to go inside to Cook. Lays it off. Long range effort from Kennedy that's blocked off at the pass. Cookie trying to get stuck in as usual. So tenacious, won't give anything up. Different shape about Barnet in this half, it would appear. Max Allen's managed to get down into the byline. He chips it into the box, but Jackson there to prevent a goal, or a certain goal, from Rodri Andrews had it dropped to him. Rodri Andrews is away. Searching to get to the byline. Knocks it back. Oh, Moran can't convert. And Barnet get it away. And we can't get out of our own half here. Nice interception by Kennedy, but he gifts it back to them. Lodged in our own half, but we have managed to claw our way into possession. High press from Barnet, but that might mean we can expose them. As Moran gets away down the wing here, he'll cut back, looking for support inside. Oh, and it's the wrong ball. It is totally the wrong ball. On the receiving end of another attack from Barnet, and Campbell comes across to save our blushes. Can we break away here? Moran is carrying the ball forward. He's going to switch it back out. Andrews, really tired. Legs have totally gone. Cannot deliver a decent ball.
The fourth official has indicated there will be a minimum of 2.
Go on, McGee. Go on, McGee. Oh, what a crucial tackle that was on the edge of the box there. And we come out of this one a bit better off than we have out the first two games. It's a 1-1 draw, but to be honest, we did deserve more in that first half. We should have capitalised on a couple of more chances. But what we have to say is, Eamon McGee, what an entrance. Okay, so we're ringing the changes in this one. A bit of fatigue has meant that we need to make some changes ahead of this game at home at Danson Park as we face off against Yeovil Town in a midweek clash. Oh, well done by Cockrell Mollett there. What a searching long ball that is. Max Allen trying to get back into position. Oh, what a fabulous tackle there by Allen. Since his shift to right back, he has been an extraordinary talent for us. Kennedy looks for Rafferty. He's driving into the box, and it's our first goal of the game at home here at Damson Park. And it's Pierce Rafferty this time, getting himself on the score sheet, taking over from Brendan Rafferty. A bit of a team goal, a bit of team effort. We did overpower Yeovil on the way through there. Kennedy, lovely ball, and Rafferty takes it really well into the box and just slots it home into the bottom corner. Great finish. Can we find another? The other Rafferty. Oh, he blazes it wide. Not seen much of the ball this half, to be honest, but that could change. Kavanagh into the box. Great save by Kelly. Kelly out wide. Waited for the overlap of Bailey. Oh, they've hit the base of the post. Can't still get it away. Cockrell Mollett off to McGee. Waits for support. Finds Ennis. And he's found Ennis in the box. Sharp turn. Cockrell Mollett. And he's blazed it well wide. Not patience being shown here by Yeovil. Slide it through. Hit the post. Oh my God. How has that not gone in? Luckily for us, Shaw hasn't been able to convert it. He had several bites at the cherry and none of them managed to squeeze past Kelly. Get it out, boys, get it out. Good interception by Kennedy, and Ennis is away. He'll drive forward with this. Quite happy to outpace his opposition. Waits for the overrun here from Brendan Rafferty. And Rafferty, once again, not good in possession, but the keeper has made a serious error in judgment, and Rafferty tries to pull the trigger, but cannot get it on target. And there we go, it is a 1-0 victory here at home at Damson Park against Yeovil Town, and we really needed to get that one on the board, so a really good result for the team. And here comes the Viking clap once more. Okay, so it's the final game of the episode here as we face off against Maidenhead at home at Damson Park, and hoping to get another victory here in order to try to claw our way back up the league. Cook, nearly dispossessed twice, fires it into Phillips, who can't get the ball away, but he does get himself a free kick on the edge of the box here. Okay, so 22 yards out. Let's see what Rodri Andrews can do with this one. Absolutely nothing. Plays a through ball here for Cook. Oh, what a lovely run here from Moran. But he's intercepted. Lays it off to Cookie. Cookie tries to get the shot away, but can't quite get the purchase on it. The Maidenhead player there, and fire this out to Jackson. Tempers the run, looks for Andrews, who finds Allen out on the wide right here. Back inside to Andrews, who delivers it into the box, and Moran had got into a nice position but couldn't actually capitalise on the opportunity. Rodri holds the ball up well. Kennedy knocks the ball. Oh, Rodri can't quite get on the end of it. Really got the pace to keep up with this guy. Nice delivery there, but we do intercept it. Cook lay that down the line, but that's a lot to ask of Moran. Nearly makes up the ground though. Kennedy, and it's off to Andrews. There's a man overlapping here in Jackson, in the form of Jackson. Knocks it back to Andrews. Can't quite finish it. We need to make those chances count. Comes across here to Cook. Thinks about pulling the trigger, but comes back. Jackson off to Cook. Just can't make it there into the box, and the attack breaks down. Well done there by Phillips. As we go into the half-time break at 0-0, but we really should be in the lead of this one again. Nice, thanks for that. Moran in possession now. Defender thinks about taking the shirt. Doesn't. Phillips holds the ball up too much. Maidenhead consent just sitting in. Oh, levelled in the box, but the ref's not having any of it. And Maidenhead have got back into their shape. That does matter nothing to Cookie though. And he drives one across to Andrews. Oh, from an impossible angle there, Jackson can't convert. There's a man over here for Maidenhead out on the wing. No! Maidenhead get themselves a go-ahead goal here. It's been all Solihull. And that is how football goes. Maidenhead are now ahead. And we chase this game with 10 minutes left on the clock. Fabulous finish. And Kelly can do nothing to get to that. A lovely first touch by Richardson and a great volley. And Mullet into McGee, he's just found himself on the pitch. The youngster fires one across Rennies and he can't drive into the box and get the goal we really need to get back on level terms. Ennis, McGee, back to McGee. I thought it was on again then for a moment. Rafferty can't find a way around his man, but he does win the free kick for us. Fires it off quick, and it's Moran into Ennis. Cuts back to come inside. The keeper has managed to save it. As we try to get a last gasp draw out of this game. Once again, it's a result that we don't really deserve. We were the better team by a long stretch in the first half. We just didn't convert our chances. And this episode has been a cluster of losses with just some smidgens of highlights in there from what we will become in the future. And so that's where we bring this episode to a conclusion. Unfortunately, we've continued our slide down the league and currently sit in 15th place, chasing some points more than anything else. At one point it looked like that we could go on to try to chase for the promotion slots, but to be honest, right now I'd just be happy to put some extra points on the board. Clearly, ultimate difficulty has ramped things up considerably, so I am playing a little bit differently in order to try to counter that, and hopefully we will get on top of it more in the coming episodes. But if you did go on to enjoy the episode, don't forget to hit that like button and also subscribe to the channel for more FIFA 20 content, including the Solihull Moors career mode series and my content that will shape the course of the National League mod itself. But for now, I'm out of here.